Just killed it.
You made the decision to play Thiago. But Klopp doesn't change the system since blue back left. You don't want to change from the 4-3. What's going on, people? Back again. Oi, with some breaking news. It's mad out here. Certain people are saying we broke the internet. I'm not sure what to think of that. Salah signing. Contract extension till 2025, worth 350 grand a week. The saga, the transfer madness, the ruckus that's been going on, the push and pull between Salah's agent and Liverpool is finally done. It's finally over. What are you telling me, Roms, man? How you doing? How you doing today?
I'm great, bro. I'm great. Just been in the gym and that. Like I said, one of my boys called me. I was saying to Jerry, the reception went. Then Jerry calls you. I'm thinking, we've agreed a deal for the midfielder. And I thought we signed Salah. I had Salah sign an extension. I thought, I'm happy. I wouldn't say I'm gassed, but I'm happy. I'm happy, man, because we should have done this ages ago, but I'm just happy now. There's no saga, like you said, no push and pull, no cryptic messages again, like, because even the one you said, you remember the one with Ronaldo? And he's like,
yeah,
I was like, please don't tell me this means you're on your way. But
yeah, I was like, what does it mean? Like he's sitting around with Ronaldo, but yeah, man, like big up.
Bro, it's still 2025 or 2026? I thought if it was a 3-year extension, it would be from when his contract expires, which is next summer.
No, I think it's 2025. That's what I'm seeing. It's still 2025.
So in theory, it's a 2-year extension.
Yeah, but it is. But it is the accounting because the renewing thing
is now. Yeah.
It takes. It's not like they've extended it from next summer for another 3 years. It's not like he's gonna because he wants to be on that 350 now, isn't it? So I think that's what he's obviously trying to do. But let me just run through some of the comments quickly. Dowles, big up the lads. Big up Dowles,
big
man.
Up Dowles every time.
Big up. Yeah, Eldest. Yeah, big up, man. Big up Eldest as always. Mark A. Mykonos settings. That's exactly what it was, man. Mykonos settings. I know if he's listen, that thumbnail that I rushed to do that for you guys. Rush to break. Give this.
Big up Jerry. Literally done it in seconds.
Yeah, man. So big up everyone, man. Dowles is saying, it's 25, bro, because when you get a new contract, it's an automatic.
Yeah, literally what you said.
So, yes, that's what I'm saying, man. So, first thoughts, how we feeling about the Salah situation?
Again, bro, it's that.
We want honesty, Roms.
You know that's all we give on this show, bro. Authenticity, but, bro, that I'm not going to say I'm gassed at certain other fans. Like, oh, my God, I can't. I'm happy because replacing his output in this current window, for me personally, would have been mad. Some people are saying that in Cuckoo's, the Diabys, the Dembele, I don't think they're good players, but none of them would have replaced his output. However, where I'm annoyed is it's kind of like what you said. We offered him this, I think, last summer or maybe even January, and they turned it down and they've kind of gone, you know what? Word to what you said, Jerry, off stream. But let's just settle now. We're not going to get this deal elsewhere. And what annoys me is I'm not going to say top Reds, but some Reds have said, oh, we finally broken wage structure. But hold on a minute, 350. No, they're saying we haven't broken wage structure because you never know it's true, but reports are coming out. We offered him 400k, and that's what he wanted, and we didn't offer him it. We've only gone 50k less apparently. So I don't understand what Reds mean. We have broken wage structure. Not that we haven't. Just because we've gone 50k down, we have broken wage structure. But yeah, I'm not going to say I'm gassed, but I'm happy. I'm happy, man. And we can relax now. In the Salah saga, we can just relax. There's no longer a saga. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think. Look, on the face of it, it's good news, isn't it? It gives the club stability in terms of we know that when. Do I mean the whole kind of argument that we're going to lose our top players and Mane's left and now Bobby's going to leave, and if Salah leaves, then we're going backwards on ourselves, like in regards to obviously not keeping our best players like we have done in the past. But for me, anyway, I scratched beneath the surface, and it's a bit telling. They've broken a new. Like for me, I think. The club knew whether Salah was signing or not from ages ago. I don't believe this was a spur of the moment. Get to Mykonos and get him to sign now. I do believe there was already talks and agreements, just like we do with signings. I think we knew whether we're keeping Salah or not. I think we knew what we were going to give him, and I think we had an indication whether he was going to sign or not. I think it was just about the timing. Now, what's annoying me a bit is the fact that it seems that we've had to let go of Mane. Milner's had to, drop some of his wages. We've had to get rid of all these type of players. Do you know what I mean? All these your Nicos, and try to get deals for them. Origi's had to leave to go and give Salah this contract. Yeah, and there's no like Bennett. There's no kind of like, it's not a sure thing that he's going to go and tear up any trees. And obviously, I hope he does, but it's not 100% guaranteed. Like it never is.
And that's what. Okay, go on.
The second point I've got is they've dropped it now when we're actually in need of a midfielder. When the whole fan base is moving mad about needing a midfielder, they've dropped this Salah deal, which of course is a deal, but they've tried to make it look like we've signed Salah. Like we were missing Salah and we've signed him. And for me, that's a bit of something that smell right to me, because it seems to me like they're trying to play the fans. They're trying to make it.
They're trying to pull wool over our eyes. They're almost 100%. Trying to gaslight us, and that's what kind of annoys me as well, right? For me, there's no doubt he will start the season off strong. Because I'll even go as far to say, Jerry, you might disagree. I think he'll probably finish top goal scorer again. That the system, that's if we stay to our system. If it changes, if we go to 4-2-3-1, which I think me and you favour. I do think Salah does score less due to him being able. He will need to create a bit more. He won't really be able to make them inverted runs as much. But one thing I will say, I feel we can't have the 2022 Salah. I don't think we will, but because let's be honest, bar Sterling and De Bruyne, which players sign massive contract renewals and get better? Normally, it's for the Aubameyangs, you know what I mean? The Bamians, the Lacazette's, the Sanchez. Exactly. When you sign that mega contract, I've not really seen a lot of Prem players go another level from that bar, our rivals, do you know what I mean? So, and the thing, Salah has that record for scoring on the opening day every year he's been at us. So I have no doubt he'll start strongly, but it needs to be sustained. And maybe I'm being a bit harsh because bar this season, he's normally our mainstay. Even in this season,
we can't deny that.
Exactly, right. We can't disrespect him in that way. Even in the season, I think he didn't hit 20 league goals. The year we won the league, that he was mainstay. Even when we were injury riddled last year, the year before now, he was still our mainstay. Even remember the 7-2 battering. Sorry to bring it up. He got both goals, so he's always been a constant. So that's one thing I'll say with Salah. I just hope he doesn't. I just hope he doesn't have the 2022 form. But I have no doubt he'll have an excellent year again. And even if he doesn't finish top scorer, he'll be in and around it. But I do feel he wins the Golden Boot again, whether it's shared or outright.
Yeah. Before we move on to chop up more, guys, please. Yeah, there's 9 of us in the chat. If we can get up to 9 likes just off the bat, that'd be incredible. Like you guys have been like ridiculous in terms of the algorithms. Getting us, the views, the numbers. Like our community is proper small. There's only 140 of us or so. Do you know what I mean? But the fact that we're riding out the way we are, and the fact that you appreciate what myself, Roms, and G have brought to the channel, like much appreciate. But if you could get us to those likes, that's massive. Look, there's 13 of us now. If you can get all those likes, like proper appreciate. Like we're rushing. We've been rushing, in, do you know what I mean? Coming from work, coming from wherever to go and bring you this as soon as possible. So please, if you could do that, it's a massive help. Let me just run through some of the comments because they are flying through. You got to big up the chat, man. It's goated, as Saint likes to say. Goated chats. Eldest saying one name, Julian Ward. Hey, you know what? I've got an image, yeah. Because in regards to Julian Ward, I think this image is telling.
Yeah.
That image to me looks like they pulled up at Mykonos and they forced Salah to slap on a Liverpool top and said, yeah, you're signing the thing. You're signing for 350. And you, to be fair, to a certain extent, you got to rate the club because they didn't give in to this 375 talk and this 400 talk. And I did say, if we're signing Salah, I was adamant saying that 350 is probably the max we should be giving him. In regards to, obviously, you don't want it to be 400, and you don't want the disparity between Van Dijk and the rest of Van Dijk and the rest of the players and Salah to be that high.
Because how much is Van Dijk on? 200 or is it 190?
225. I think it's 225 now with the new extension, if I'm correct. But let me know in the chat as well, guys. But I think that image is funny. It looks like whoever that guy is, it looks like a henchman, yeah, and he's staring into Salah's agent's eyes, telling him, "You're signing the thing, or you might not come back from Mykonos. You might not.
You're not leaving. You're not leaving this villa.
You might not see that Red Sea again." Salah's there signing it, and Julian Ward's got the biggest grin on his face. To be fair, we've got to big it up to Julian Ward. We have to, you know,
because he was getting a lot of criticism.
I criticised him over that Minamino deal. That, do you know what I mean? 15 million over 5 years. Do you know what I mean? Payment plan, which is ridiculous. But you have to big it up. You have to big it up because he's coming and done his thing. So big up Julian Ward. Big up Eldest for that one as well. Madge saying, big up Roms, Salah to paper. Now I can finally sleep good.
Big up Madge every time.
Madge, what about me? Where's my big up? Where's my big up? Like, what? It's only Roms. You know what? I'm at the review.
I put me on the spot. No, big up Madge, man. Madge is always supported. You know what I mean?
I know. Big up, Madge, man. Big up. G himself from Crop Zone, keeping that G, our tactician. Couldn't make it today, but he's saying good news, but we need more with City around. Yeah, and I think that's the question for everyone, guys. I'm gonna run through. Do we need more with City? Do we need more, or is this enough? Are you guys?
I hope LFC from us, me, you, and G know this, but I hope LFC fans don't think yes, we're on our way to the league now. We're still a good 2 signings away. I'd say another quality forward, and we all know a midfielder. This is just, we're just happy that a world-class player is staying at our club that has done. Probably in the Premier League era, not even probably, is our greatest player in the Premier League era. But we're happy now to go and stop City 3-peating 5 out of 6, etc. We now need them two other signs. But nah, man, I wouldn't say gas, but I'm happy he signed, man. Happy.
Yeah, man. Cheeto, big up Cheeto, man. He said how much of that is in bonuses. Well, put it this way: that 350 is the base. That's going to be the base. I think. If you look at the numbers, Salah was on around more than 350, to be fair, with the bonuses. But the difference is that it was incentive-based, which means that if Liverpool performed poorly, like we did in the season when we had no centre-backs, Salah didn't make nowhere near enough money than he did this year, this past season as an example. But this base now puts him on par with all the other type of players. And if that's his base and he's also got an incentive kind of base contract, like on top of that, I'm telling you, he's probably touching about 400 easy. If Liverpool do what they're supposed to do, he's probably.
I'd say more, bro. If he keeps scoring assists and we win trophies, I reckon that could rise to about 400. Yeah, on average, bro. Yeah. Between 400 and 450 average, bro.
Yeah, it might be. Marquez saying, obviously, big up Marquez, man. Always supporting. I appreciate, obviously, you supporting the Club Zone lot as well, because we've been grafting this. So I appreciate you being on there. I was happy but relieved at the same time. I think that's the biggest feeling. I think it's that cool. We know we're not losing him on a free. Even if you were to go and sell him next year on a madness, and I'm not saying we're going to sell him, but even if we were going to, we know now that cool. We've got money in the bag. We've got someone. Do you know what I mean? If we're selling him for 200. If he maintains his form, it's not going to be a meaty 60 million like it's been touted. Do you know what I mean, and reported. So big up. Jared, big up Jared as well. You guys are literally, some of you, man, I see you every stream, like big up. You know what? I'm going to see if someone can let me know. Roms, can I make them mods? Can I make these guys mods? Or do I need to wait until I start getting monetized?
I think you can make mods from now.
All right. Well,
I'm not sure how to. Yeah, you can.
Listen, because you guys are solid. So before I get into them, anyone else that wants to become a mod, either hit me up on Twitter, Insta, whatever, or in the chat as we're talking or in the comments. Just let me know. Just literally put your name in and write in mod. I'll take your names down and then I'm gonna make you guys mods, because some of you guys are here Yeah, I mean, pushing this. Like, there's 13 of us. I mean, watching. So big up to everyone.
Big up Goonally. Goonally's in there trolling
Goonally's in there. But you know what? I'll hit that quickly, man. Goonally.
Big up John Moore as well.
Let me put him up. Yeah, John Moore, big up. But let's do that. LSE are done for. This guy, listen, Goonally's going to be on our channel soon, yeah? He's going to be on it soon. But before I do that, props to Goonally for obviously, do you know what I mean, having me on his first kind of co-hosting show that he's ever done in his show. I'm telling you, it was brilliant. Like, everyone, it's a pre-recorded thing. If after we finish this stream, what I'm going to do in the comments, I'm going to go and put the link as well. I'm going to try to find the link, and I'm going to put the link to that talk, because we're talking all summer transfers, and that was a solid show. Like, we were, doing graveyard shifts last night trying to get this out to you, and Goonally's doing amazing things right now. So please make sure.
See, Goona, me and Goona always go back and forth. I troll Arsenal, you'll troll Liverpool, but it is love, bro. He's a knowledgeable guy. Like, there's certain us fans that think you're deluded, but him. He had a deleted tape, but very knowledgeable. I'm not gonna lie
to you. For the first time, I saw a real Goonally. It wasn't a trolling on smoke Goonally. It was the vulnerable Goonally. And
it's probably because you wasn't live. If you did, if you were live,
but he's posted it though. It's the vulnerable Goonally, the Goonally that people don't see. Me and Dad's got to witness it. Like, big up.
But no, big up him on correcting Robbie though over the Gabriel. Like, I rate Gabriel. Robbie try to say, big up yourself, Goonally, because man,
he's looking at that was a bit mad. Man, you're trying to say Lisandro Martinez ain't better. I know, Robbie, bro. Listen, big up Robbie in it, but you can't be some of the talk takes that them man have got on that channel. It needs one of us to go on that stream. Like, it's not fair. They always slap Drifty in there against 5 other men. It needs to be needs to be a batch to go in. Ride out for him. So Mark A, big up, saying they always know when to time these announcements. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, man. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, let me just run through, just shout out some of the people that are in there, man. Phil Banda as well. Big up, Phil Banda, always in the cut. So big up. Appreciate you tuning in. Abdus Chowdhury, celebration. You know what? That's a great hashtag. That's a great hashtag. You know what? Let's hashtag it out. Celebration. That's, you know, it should be a celebration. Like, although I've got my, do you know what I mean? I'm a bit cautious with this type of stuff. It is a celebration, because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Mark A saying Salah's got the World Cup off as well, so he's just obviously talking about what you're saying. So yeah, man, big up.
I already said it. Maybe not assist, but I think he finishes top goal scorer again. I can see it. I'm just so happy he's signed now. But just to touch on, before you go through the comments, the thing that I just think, what ifs? I shouldn't really be dwelling in the past now, because it's happened now. But imagine if he had just signed earlier, bro. Because for me, the reason why he had a dip in form 2022. It's been mentally hard for him country-wise. They put so much pressure on him, didn't qualify for World Cup, and in the same fashion, missing out on both on penalties, not winning AFCON and missing out on World Cup. But it was also the contract situation took its toll on him mentally. Imagine if this was one less thing for him to think about. That's the only thing that kind of bugs me.
To be fair, you've got a massive point, because that could have been the difference between him scoring a goal here and there. That would have made the difference.
He could have
What I don't rate, to be fair.
Big up G on that one as well, because that G actually made me realize, because we could have squeezed another 1 or 2 performances out of him, man.
Listen, 100%. And what I don't understand is he signed the 350. Why not sign it from before? Like, why not sign it from before? I don't get it. You didn't get your what's it called? Your 375, your 400k that your agent was riding out for. And what you've done is made this whole ruckus around the split between the fans. Should we sign him? Should we not? This whole thing could have been resolved, because I guarantee Liverpool put that down on the table. Unless Liverpool tried to do something stingy and say we're giving you 290 or something, which I just don't see happening. Because
Jay, we don't know either of them personally, but I don't feel this is. Salah's always given us a good impression of himself, down to earth guy. I feel like it's his agent. You know, I don't actually feel it's Salah disrespecting a club, or. I feel like, let's say Salah's let's say that Salah's agent, I don't know, was his brother, or let's say he didn't even have an agent, or just, I don't know, made decisions for himself, or had his parents as agent. I reckon this would have been resolved in our favor much earlier. I feel like his agent is the problem. Even though he signed, there's something about that Rami guy I still don't something just don't sit well with me, man.
Yeah, 100%. He's a bit of a, I don't know, man. Like, to be fair, let me bring it up for anyone that's new because we've got 20 people in the chat. Guys, please, if you can get those likes up. Like, I don't know what the likes are on, but Demo, Guna, like, whoever's in the chat, let me know. Let me know what kind of likes are in there, yeah? But this is telling. Listen,
Now,
guys, I don't know
even
what you guys
us.
think, but that looks like a scene from, do you know what I mean? I don't know, man. Breaking Bad, like some mobsters just popped up in Mykonos and said, you know
narcos
what,
scene.
you're signing the thing regardless. There's nothing you can do about it.
That looks like a narcos scene, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. 100%, 100%. Lee saying 14 likes. All right, big up, big up. But look, there's 20 of us in here. Please, look, please, let's get it up. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, man. John Moore, Edward P in the cut there as well. That as always. So just bigging everyone up. Demo's coming to the chat. Well, let me just run through what Edward P saying, because he's saying Salah stays for 3 more seasons. That's 90 plus 100 goals. He will be our third in our all-time top goal scorers list. He probably will, you know. He probably will, because I think this is going to... He's going into that realm where you can see him now retiring at Liverpool. This contract is one that takes him into that realm where when you're 32, 33 now, those are the things we're talking about.
You know,
you
know what I love about Salah? Both Salah and Mane, to be fair, but obviously only Salah is really relevant now. People think this is FIFA. The minute you hit 30, you're all of a sudden washed or whatnot. The one thing them two do so well, they look after themselves. Touch wood, this still don't happen, but they have never had serious injuries. The pair of them at our club, bro. Salah looks after himself. You never really hear them on a night out or anything. They're actually top tier professional athletes, bro.
Yeah.
So big yourself up, Edward P. I think that will happen. In fact, I was going to say no. I don't know, but I'm 90% sure that will happen.
Yeah, man. Let me see. Demo saying, big up Demo saying, Jurgen Klopp, the key man behind Mo Salah's contract signed today. Klopp had many direct talks with Salah to explain him the plans for Liverpool's future, considering Mo the face of the project. Where did you get that quote from? I think that's quite important because
I saw that today on Twitter. I can't remember which journalist put it out there. Demo, let us know, because I read that as well.
Yeah, interesting. Cool. Guna saying Salah flop of the season. This guy's trying to troll, innit? He's trying to troll.
I just got a question for Guna quickly. I know he's probably going to sign. He's been walking around the Emirates, but what's the hold up on the Gabriel announcement? I'm seeing him strolling around the Emirates. What's the hold up on that, bro?
You know
what?
Be a last minute? You know what? We got to. Do I mean? I got to do something in it. I think we got to drop the little reload, because we got a special guest on the show, a little debutant, and he's got his Salah colors flying right now. I'm gonna drop it. Boom.
Big up, bud.
The cut, big 6 bands. We're talking about royalty right here, man.
What's that royalty? Come on, man.
What's going on?
No, big up, man. Obviously, I can only pass you for like 5 minutes or so, but I had to show my face because it's a celebration. You know what
Look
I'm
at
saying?
the smile. What's his face?
I've not seen you smile like it's about our club in weeks.
But literally, bro, man, ain't seen me smiling about Liverpool for what? I said pen to paper. He's here. It's time. Now the normal Mo Salah's back. None of this foolishness.
We hope so. That's what we want.
His mind. It's fine. Do you know what I mean? He ain't going to the World Cup. There's no distractions. There's no excuses, no distractions. But firstly, obviously, big up everyone in the chat. Make sure you are liking and subscribing. Let's get Joey to 200 subs. ASAPO. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's off season, but it's our season. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you're showing love to Romel and Jerry, by the way. So I just had to burst in and
yeah, big up, man. So, but what are you saying? Because we were just discussing before I touch up the comments, yeah? We were discussing, like, why didn't this get signed before? What was the agent playing at? Because it's not the 400 he was quoted at giving. It's it's not a meaty, but it's a standard 350 that the general consensus, everyone was in agreement, give him that money. The split in the fan base was, do we give him more than 350? Do we give him 400? That's where the divide was. So for me, I'm looking at it like, and we just mentioned it. Why? What was the agent? What is Salah playing at? Because you're saying we're going to get the full Mo Salah now. The Mo Salah that's going to be, do you know what I mean? He's back. He's not got anything playing on his mind. This could have been done back in January, and a couple of those draws that we had could have been wins. Do you know what I mean? Playing in the Champions League final when he's got that in the back of his mind, that could have been a goal when he touches it down and scores. And we're looking at it now, and it's like, it's not like we've paid him 400 and it's like we've broken the bank. We're still within our wage structure. It's increased in proportion to it's mad.
We've ran him to 5th, and it's not even that deep sort of thing. It's not even like a mad thing. Like his pay's gone up by like 120. Like, do you know what I mean? Realistically, something like that. I think maybe it should have been done earlier. But you know how Liverpool are with things. Unless they're gonna do it, they're only gonna do it their way. It's not how we want it, unfortunately. So. As much as you every point you made there is just more than valid about getting, it's just one, it could have just been one less thing on Salah's conscience, but at the end of the day,
what we just said,
better late than never. At the end of the day, man, better late than never. And obviously, as long as both parties are happy, it's a new season. Let's move on. Let's do even better. If we can go for the quad with a squad that we didn't think was good enough last season, then do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of them guys who still don't think the squad's good enough, but you might just see us competing on all fronts again because we're just that good, even when we're incomplete. So I'm still excited now. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gassed, man. I'm gassed.
No, it's
I'm
good.
gassed.
Good to hear.
It's needed to happen. So wait, it's like a dark cloud over Liverpool. It's just gone.
Yeah, 100%. I think on that, on top of obviously the whole midfielder situation and the conundrum about are we going like. If we don't sign Salah now and then next season he goes on a free, how are we going to get a winger and a midfielder? Now it alleviates that pressure. So I guess, the club know what's going on. Klopp Zone, big up Klopp Zone. Klopp Zone, I don't know if you guys saw it, and I will drop it towards the end of the video. But I had a little promo about Salah signing, a little kind of a digital graphic. It was crazy, like crazy good. So guys, please check them out. Like me, Ish from the Equalizer as well. You see him on Saints LFC TV. He's on there as well. So push us as well. And obviously G as well. That's obviously our mad.
Let me just push another thing as well. That Owen, whether he's a legend or not, with Doveway and G, that was epic. Everyone in the comments, make sure you go to Klopp Zone and watch that. That was interesting, man.
Yeah. But I want to go, and this is quite an interesting one, yeah? So we're talking about the fact that Mo Salah couldn't even control the ball since January, yeah? Are we looking at the King returns or another Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang? And I think that's a valid point because he's not saying that Salah's not up to it or that he's not good. But let's put it out there. If Salah don't turn up, what do we do then?
We thank him for everything he's done for the club, and hopefully he goes out within the year and a half. And the 5 years he's given me, I'm happy with that.
Because you know what, I just want to big up Cheeto, because Cheeto's saying wasn't I the one just comparing him to a banger. That's a segue off that Klopp comment. I wasn't comparing, I was just saying, Cheeto, when you've seen some of the big Prem names, the Ozils, the Sanchez's, the Aubameyangs sign these contracts, they haven't gone to the next level. If anything, they've regressed. They've not got better. I'm not saying that will happen with Salah. I'm just saying it is a possibility. But the way he starts most seasons, I can't see it happening. And if you're listening properly, I did then say I do think he will finish top goal scorer again. So I wasn't dissing him, but you just have to be honest with yourself on these things.
I'm just gonna say from now. I'm gonna say from now. By the way, how many good seasons did Fernando Torres give us?
2. Yeah.
How many world-class seasons did Luis Suarez give us? 2.
Well,
how many world-class seasons?
2.5 out. 2.5 out.
2.5 because you're still.
How many world-class seasons has Salah given us?
5.
All of them. Yeah, he's not had a bad
season combined.
Yeah,
that's Torres and Suarez combined. The man, he's fine now. He can do what he wants. He can score 15 goals, and me personally, I'm gonna be okay because he's given me 5 seasons.
Oh no! Oh, 100%. I don't. Now I'm not gonna lie. I don't care about the goals. He could get 15 goals in the Prem, not win Golden Boot for the rest of his time at Liverpool. As long as we play well, and do you know what I mean, he goes and contributes 100%. I'm saying I need him to be good. Like, and I don't mean by getting goals. I don't mind if it means he's more creative now that we've got a Nunez and our system might change. I'm not saying that, but I need him to be good. And what I'm trying to argue, and I'm playing devil's advocate, is what happens if he doesn't play good? If he pulls out an Aubameyang, if he pulls out a Sanchez, Because then we're stuck.
I'll be hot, but then once he fucks off, sorry my language, once he leaves, then I'll be like, well, yeah, man gave us 5 good seasons in it, but maybe the contract was the wrong move. But if we let him go, it was better to give him the contract and take the leap.
Yeah, because
Sadio Mane's gone, you have to give him the contract. Yeah. It has to be done.
Because reason why I'm saying that is that Wino's even saying it, and big up Wino as well in the chat. He's saying, does a Salah renewal mean no aim to sign a right winger? Because I feel like a right wing is still needed, and that's facts.
Because I think all three of us will agree.
Let's not play around like we don't need. Do you know what I mean? Then Klopp doesn't need to change and keep doing this thing where he's just running Salah ragged, because those 3 years, do you know what I mean, at that age, they could easily just shorten. And you're looking at them and you're like, that could have been easily a little year extension, and you get 4 or 5 years out of him because of how he keeps himself in peak condition. But being ran into the ground the way he is, we do need someone that's like pushing him, that's going to motivate him, obviously off the pitch on the training ground, but also can give him that rest. And we spoke about Roms with obviously the different alternatives. So that's definitely something that I think we should go and talk about. Yeah, man. But Mons, you got to shoot, yeah?
Yeah, I'm tight, bro.
The tight schedule's mad. But guys, listen, to everyone that's here, big up everyone that's been in the chat. I think we've got to obviously give up for Mons, obviously, for just dropping in quickly. We can all literally shift from ours, do you know what I mean, get an hour break potentially just to calm ourselves down and everything. And then we're back on the big 6 bank shows, do you know what I mean, with them chopping up about, do you know what I mean, more Salah. So literally, your Friday evening set, I've started it off. It's now the OGs take it away.
You jumping in as well, by the way. You jumping in?
I'll show face. I'll show face.
I'm there. Just as I said, whenever. Just
send me. Yeah, I'll jump in.
Yeah, there you go, man. As I said, and in that stream, as I said, make sure, as I said, everyone, we need to get Jerry to 200 subs. I know 150 is approaching, but 200 in it. You know what I'm saying? 200, and we grow and we grow and we grow and we want
but it's mad because listen, the likes we're getting right now, I mean, even though the subs aren't pushing up, the likes are like 500 likes, 600 likes. I mean, we're pushing 500 views and that we're doing well.
Algorithms mean everything, man.
Everyone that's in the chat, because this community right now is just organic. It's real, man. Chopping it up. Do you know what I mean? We're moving, we're doing bits right now. We're doing bits. So big up everyone.
I appreciate you guys.
Big up yourself, man.
In a bit. Please. Yeah, man. So as I said, guys, please just hop back over onto the big 6 bands after this. The comments are hotting up. People got loads of things to talk about. Now we're saying
loads.
Yeah. John Moore obviously saying big up, Monts respect. The G himself, John the second.
Yeah, John.
Our audio director for the show. Do you know what I mean? Plugging us with the outros. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. Literally, once we get bigger, then we're going to have all different types of, do you know what I mean, audios to provide you, whether it's your birthdays, your this, your that. So we're going to run that up for you. But John's going to be that creator. So listen, make sure to check him out as well. Subscribe to John, because I'm telling you, his music's crazy. Like, he's crazy underrated. That crazy, like I'm telling you.
I need to go check you out.
Listen, Roms, I'm telling you, he's crazy. Like when you hear it, you're like, oh, like the quality. It's the quality. It's the quality of music.
I'm giving him a name as well. I'm calling him John Paqueta the second, because I know he's a Paqueta stan. Big up yourself, John. Yeah. John Paqueta the second.
Yeah, man. All of that. Yeah, Mont saying, hold on. Let's just run through. Yeah, Cheeto saying, Roms, aren't you the one who was questioning Mo a few minutes ago, comparing him to Aubameyang? Oh, okay, you already addressed that.
Yeah, I addressed that. I wasn't, but you know what I mean? Like I said, I think Mo's going to have an excellent season, but we can't act like we've not seen players down tools after signing a big contract. I don't think that'll happen with Salah. I'm just putting that out there, but it's a nice thing to bring up.
Yeah. G is saying Salah deal done, but I'm trying to see signings. And guys, I think that's super duper like important. Like, I need sign like this. I hear it, but we already had Salah. Let's not allow the club to pull the wool over our eyes, make it seem like Salah's a new signing. Like, do you know what I mean? We didn't have Salah. Salah was always, do you know what I mean? We were in control. Liverpool FC, clearly, with this signing, they were always in control, because this hasn't gone into a season. I think it proves that FSG, to a certain extent, are methodical. They are methodical in what they've done, because I I think they knew whether they're signing, Salah or not, because Klopp wasn't ranting and raving about it. The club went scrambling to go and get any Tom, Dick, and Harry like we have done before. When we let go of Torres and we just had to get in a Carroll because it's a panic buy. Like, nah, all these buys are, they're planned out and they're
very strategic.
Yeah, because a lot of people doubted FSG. Obviously, can we even sign a player? Can we even get it done? Do you know what I mean? And we've done it. So, yeah, man. Marque saying the forwards are Nunes, Salah, Diaz, Jota, Firmino, and Carvalho. Carvalho, yeah. So you're saying 6.
This is why this pre-season and start of the season is going to be so interesting, because I think you and G alluded to it. I think Marquez, he'll start off in that forward line, but when everyone just sees how good this guy is, and Klopp's going to look at him and train that. I know what I've signed, but when you actually see it in front of you in the flesh, that, wow, you're amazing. I think you'll slowly see him come into that midfield role, honestly. I don't think he'll be part of that forward line throughout the season.
I don't want to see him part of that forward line. I don't want to.
Same. I want him in
that. All we're going to do again is and G spoke about, and we're going to do the Gini Wijnaldum thing where he comes in as a goal-scoring midfielder and ends up being a DM or something. I don't want to see that. Yeah. Donny Pedro, big up, Donny Pedro. Saying big up the boys, respect to both. See, look, Magic, he's not respecting both. He's only respecting you, innit? These are your fans, your man then. But big up Donny for respecting at least me now, innit? At least I can be on the screen now as well.
King No Space, the main man.
Big relief. I have COVID-19, so it's been a nice few hours. Oh man, big up. Listen, prayers out to you with that COVID and stuff. Listen, I've had that, and it's crazy.
Listen, I wish you a speedy recovery, bro, because depends to the extent. Did you lose your taste and smell, Jerry?
Yeah, no, 100%. It was mad. Like, I remember.
I'll chop out that story with you another day. Listen, speedy recovery, Donny Pedro.
Speedy recovery. It's a bit mad as well, because obviously there's no, like, do you know what I mean? You know, when you had COVID before, at least you could go and just not come into work. You have to isolate. Yeah. All this stuff nowadays is just like a normal cold, but it hits you different. So obviously, speed of recovery, hopefully, man. And hopefully this news for you gives you a bit excited, but we want more. I want you on Monday to feel like, oh my God, like you're on top of the world because we've gone and just signed Bellingham or Barella, innit? And do you know what I mean? Certain men that are saying we're breaking the internet, I want them to break the internet in that regard, innit? So big up.
Because people, we're not far off. I'll say this with chest. A midfielder and a right winger for competition for Salah, I think we've won. I honestly think we'll win the league. We're just 2 signs away. We keep the same squad. We'll finish second again. We'll get to the latter stage of the cups, but we'll just be the first to lose again. And I can't be doing that. We speak from the heart here, man. We just have to say how it is.
Yeah, man. Cheater saying it takes time to buy a player. It's not FIFA. Sometimes negotiations take time. Yeah. The difference is that with Liverpool, it's very, very speedy. Like, Liverpool start doing their negotiations from years before. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not a random, we're turning up and we want this player. Like, I do genuinely believe that, and genuinely believe as well, that when we're in for a player, it's a process of, we haven't spoken about this player from ages ago. Like City did with Haaland. That deal probably took a year in the making. Do you know what I mean? And what happens is that when the transfer window opens and they want this player, it gets done quickly. It's rapid. It's boom, 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 boom. And I feel like with Liverpool, like usually with our players, we've seen it. Fabinho, Naby Keita, do you know what I mean? Thiago, everything. Nunes, it gets done really quick. When we're linked, it gets done. And what I'm saying is we're seeing a lot of links, but nothing's getting done. Which then poses the question: Are we even in for these players? Or are these just rumors that are circulating around? Do you know what I mean? So interesting.
That's why in the summer, with most teams, I just take it with a pinch of salt, because the summer rumor mill's always just exaggerated. You're linked with about 7 players at a time, and summer, that's when the rumors come out. Winter, they're a bit more concrete, but summer, you have to take most things with a pinch of salt. But when you start seeing it everywhere, and the 2 journalists I probably trust are Joyce and Pierce, they're the most credible in my opinion. When I see something from them, it normally happens. So, yeah.
I hear that. There's 21 in the chat as well. Like, listen, viewing, that's crazy numbers. Listen, on a day when you could be anywhere else, listen to people chop up about Salah. You've come to us, and that's much appreciated.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Still saying a right winger and a midfielder would make this window a 10-10. Facts.
Not only a 10-10, bro. I think we'll have hashtag 20 at the end of this campaign as well.
You know, I'm not the type of person to go back on what I say in it. And people in the chat, if you're new, you don't know about it. So I'd say check out some of the videos. But you know about my 5-year plan.
You know what, bro? We keep touching on it. Explain it for everyone on your channel, because you said it on Coffee, but you need to say it on this channel, bro. It's only fair. Even if you have to kind of speed it up, just explain to the people your 5-year plan.
All right, my 5-year plan. Well, the 5-year plan I see Liverpool doing, and what I see happening is, I don't think we're going to win a Prem or Champions League in the next 5 years. And if we do, it will be one or, do you know what I mean? It'll be one of them. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if you look historically, in the last 5 years, we've only won one Prem and one Champs. And obviously the Champions League is a competition you can't win as frequently unless you're Real Madrid, which are obviously crazy. But it's because there's a lot of luck involved.
Yeah.
But in terms of the league, we've only won it once in 5 years. So there's nothing to me that suggests the way that we've been playing, although we've been fantastic, if we replicate that over the next 5 years, it means that you only have one Prem. Do you get it? And that's the way I look at it. And that's the way I'm looking at it. So that's the 5-year plan. If we can go and obviously chop it up on another channel, but that's essentially what it is. And I feel like Liverpool plan towards that as well. And I think you see it in the type of signings we make and how we move. But yeah, Marquet saying Cavallo in pre-season will surprise fans. Yeah, that's right up your street and your alley, Roms, isn't it? Big
Marquet, every Liverpool channel will hear me. I threw his back for the longest now. He, at some point next season, mark my words, you can clip this anyone. I've probably been clipped on Saint Big Six Bands already, but he will be a regular star at some point next season, probably after Christmas, because the guys, I don't want to put pressure on young players, because you see what happens at Arsenal. He maybe can't sustain it, but he's something else, man. He is something else.
Yeah, man. I hear that. Yeah. Do you know what it is with Fabio Cavallo? I hope he tears up trees. I hope he does. Do you know what it is? It will be the biggest slap in our faces if Curtis Jones, Elliott, or Cavallo, or even Bobby turn out and they go have the best season of their lives, innit? And we're looking back on it and being like, rah, you know what? We're actually silly for even thinking we wanted a midfielder, because actually Cavallo's better than Bellingham. Like, I prefer. I want to be in that conversation. I don't want to go and. Do you know what I mean?
That's the thing. Most of our takes, Jerry, me and you both agree. We want to be proven wrong, but because we just go off evidence on what we've seen in the last 2-3 years. But I want to be here proven wrong. I wouldn't even say negative, but through some of our points, I've said that maybe Liverpool fans don't like to hear. But I want to be proven wrong all the time, bro, because I want the best for the club.
Yeah, man. John saying, Barella and Bowen. I think, do you know what it is? I'm not opposed to that at all. And what I'm going to do on my stats show on the tactics board, I'm gonna get. There's a couple players that you guys have requested. Like I know Demo has, I know Shaunzi has as well.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna get that up. So it's like Musa Diaby and Kunku Bowen, and we're gonna go and compare it again. I'm gonna try to look at stats. The only problem with Bowen is, and I think Rom said it in one of our streams as well, is you're going to get extorted for him.
Yeah, they're going to extort.
And West Ham, they're not going to go and give him up easy. Like with Bowen, you're looking at 50 mil.
I think, bro, I'm being so honest with you. I think Bowen's worth probably 35, 40. I think higher than that. West Ham are probably going to start off at about a 70, 75.
Oh,
bro.
No. You can go to hell then, man.
Bro, they're 100 because deep. He's English. If he carries on his form from the back in the last season, he's got a big shout at making the World Cup squad. And he's English and he's playing in the Prem, bro. There's so many things that won't come our way. And correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, Bowen's contract he's got quite a few years left. I think his even expires 2025. So West Ham, the ball's in their court. I can't see that one. Barella, however, I can. But we'll proper have to pressure them. But they need money. They need money.
You say that, but then again, the Lukaku, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with that whole scenario. I don't know what's going on, but like I said, everyone in the chat's really singing off the same hymn sheet, which is good to see. Midfielder is all we need. I do think we need a right winger as well, to be fair. I don't think it's midfield because I don't want to go and see, but he can play in midfield. I just want a right winger that, unless Diaz moves over there and we don't, do you know what I mean? And that's the kind of scenario we go with. I don't know. But
Diaz he's very versatile. Will we be as effective that's yet to see. But he is versatile. Big up Cheetah, man.
Yeah, Klopp zone as well. So Ash admin saying, hand on heart, you think
Big
we're
up
going to
Ash.
sign a midfielder the way we move? No.
I've said it in many streams. I pray we do. Ish is adamant we will, but I can't see it.
I don't think we're signing anyone else this window. We're not. This is the signing that you wanted, guys. The people, I'm not going to state names, but the people that are talking about we're breaking the internet. This is the breaking of the internet. This is this is as good as it's going to get. The whole reveal, the way they did it. Have you not seen? And loads of people have spoken about on different channels. I know even the Coppish lot have talked about it. So big up them, big up Drifty, Matt, and Cal. Like, no other club makes massive deals about players signing. All you get is just a picture. Oh, look, De Bruyne is signing an extension. That's just in the feed somewhere. For us, it's this massive thing where they've got to do this random reveal, make it look like I said, it's an episode out of Narcos with Julian Ward and that standing over him. So it's just mad. It's mad, but everyone's seeing this.
Do you think because the caliber of the player and that it was a saga, maybe that probably plays a part in the big reveal or whatnot, because this was a saga and he is our best player. So
yeah, but that just makes it look like the club's not in control. Like, for me anyway. Like, I big up the club for obviously getting over the line and not like allowing that 400k kind of talk to happen. It means that there's a certain structure they're abiding by. It means that Salah's essentially buying into that structure, which is amazing. But it just makes it look a bit like on the flip side of that, like I was saying, it makes it look a bit weak. It's like, oh well, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, you can look at it both ways. Big up Jamrock 1975. You know what? That DP is actually cold. I don't know if you've seen it.
Bro, the DP has. I first saw it while I was in the Coffish comments, and I was like, "That is cold. That is actually cold."
The way he scratched out the Jamaica thing and put in rock. That is crazy. That's good, man. Big up. Jamrock saying the negotiations aren't as quick as you think, Jerry. Sometimes it takes much longer than a year because you are miles apart in valuation. No, but that's what I was saying. I was saying that these deals take ages. That's why I alluded to the Haaland deal. Like, that whole Haaland deal probably took place a year ago. That was a year in the making, and only got to this point now.
Even that Haaland deal, Jerry, bro. Didn't him and his dad fly to Madrid and Barca as well?
And they got bagged and all that. That's what I'm trying to say. Exactly. So what I'm trying to emphasize is that with Liverpool, these deals we don't know about it because they're really, really tight knit. But a lot of the time when news breaks out about us being interested in a player, it's because we're so far down the pipeline already. It's essentially a matter of time thing. With Nunes, once Nunes was, we all kind of knew, Nunes is probably going to happen, because Liverpool have probably started that conversation back in January. Probably.
Even Thiago, when it first got made public, a week later he was signed.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Liverpool usually move really, really quick. And I don't know whether it's the kind of Julian Ward, Michael Edwards transition that's made it move a bit longer. I don't know. But for me, I think Liverpool usually move really, really quick because they're really efficient and the deals have been started from ages ago. But that's why
when they take a bit long, we do tend to, as fans, get a bit impatient because we're not accustomed to it.
That's why when you hear Bellingham links, it just makes me feel like, we're not actually interested in the player, because Liverpool are not going to go and allow this type of long drawn out, do you know what I mean, transfer saga when the player's not even our player. I don't think they do that. Let's go see. John just echoing again what you're saying about Carvalho's going to be a start. It's them ones where you can just see it out the gate. He's going to do bits. I do hope.
Big up, John, man.
John Paqueta. Yeah, Paqueta too, innit? Yeah, keep manifesting Paqueta. You and Drift need to manifest Paqueta. Although Drift's not happy about manifesting anymore. He's saying that. I'll speak to him. He was saying, and he said it on one of his streams as well.
Drift kills me. When he flies the flag for a player, he flies that flag.
He was saying he's every time he manifests now, it gets to a point where he manifests and he gets the play he wants, but it's like a player's being sacrificed. So Origi was sacrificed. Mane was sacrificed because he wanted Nunes and Diaz, and I think he said he's not manifesting anymore. So it's crazy. There's 30 people in the chat, guys. 30 people tuning live. Big up. How many likes have we got, people? Let me have a look. We got 25 guys. Can we get it to 30? Can we get it to 30? Guys, you know what? I'm putting it on John. In this stream, I'm putting it on John. John Paqueta. You're getting
John Paqueta, you got to pull the strings now. You got to be that register. We know you are.
Yeah, that's it. He's putting up already. Look, I want you to send that to your mum. Your mum, dad, everyone's got a like. Your family, everyone else has got a like. Yeah, man. Let's go see the Boo Rider in the cut as well. Big up the Reds, man. Big up Boo Riders always. Demo saying we don't need a midfielder. Listen, like I said, if the evidence suggests to me that Jones, Elliott, and the young players, they don't get chances. Minamine, brother, I keep saying it. Taki, our fallen soldier, didn't get minutes.
Boy, Demo.
Your boy didn't get minutes. So what makes you think that these players are going to get more minutes than they ever did? If they do and they turn up, I'm not going to say anything. I'm a Jones. I like Jones.
Same.
But on the basis of it, Klopp's not going to play them. So you need to get someone else in. He's got to play. Do you get
Demo,
it?
this is what I say to you. Big up, Demo. You're our brother, bro. We got enough love for you. But just ask yourself this. You're saying we don't need a midfielder. Do you want another season of mishaps and nearly and best to finish second? And do you want that? Because if you're saying we don't need a midfielder, essentially we're going to have the same midfield from last season that we've had this season, and just to be the first to lose again. I can't see it, bro. And deep it, we don't get enough goals from midfield, Demo. Like Fabinho was our top goal scorer at one point in 2022. Then it naturally tailed off. That I feel like we need a midfielder that at least gets 6 to 10 league goals at least. I think Fabinho got 5 or 6 this year, but we need to.
We got 7 in the season.
7. So actually, let me up that. I'll say it between probably 8 and 10 league goals.
I think easily. If you're a midfielder playing Liverpool, you need to be getting minimum in the Prem 5 and 5, 10 goals and assists. That's just got to be the ratio.
Yeah.
I think that's the output every midfielder should be going for. That's what I was taught when I was younger. If you're a midfielder, you're playing the season 5 and 5 minimum from midfield. Same.
It's mad because I was literally taught that myself.
Yeah, 3 and 3, like 5 and 5 is just minimum. Yeah. Jamrock saying, didn't PSG just do the same song and dance with Mbappe? What? Oh, with the contract situation.
The contract situation.
Yeah, but I don't want to be run like PSG though. That's what I'm saying.
And that was different. I think Mbappe just used Real Madrid to squeeze more money from PSG as well.
Yeah. And what I'm saying as well is that it's not like Salah's done this, but then got 400k or 500. Do you know what I mean? He's ended up getting what Liverpool were going to pay him anyway.
Yeah,
like that was probably the max they'll be willing to pay. Maybe 375 if you wanted to push it. 350 for Liverpool doesn't really damage the wage structure like that, because essentially what happens is as the club becomes more successful, the wages of everyone increases. So you've seen, do you know what I mean? Now a centre back that comes in, let's say we get a centre back and we're trying to go and get another Van Dijk. He's going to come in and look, all right, Van Dijk's on that amount of money. That's what I want to be on as well. And that's what happens. You saw it with Thiago. When Thiago came in, he goes, oh, you know what? I'm coming in. What is the highest player on? Cool. What am I worth? All right, I'm squeezing in about here because this is my positioning within the squad. And I think that's what players are going to do. And you're seeing it. Once the wages increase of everyone, I think that's when you start to see our wage structure increase. And Jamrock, you've been the biggest advocate of this. We've been paying players bare wages because of the incentives. And you've been screaming about this before everyone was in the loop. So
that's a very good point, Jay, because I was scared at first it would have a domino effect. Like Alisson, Dijk, Trent, Fabinho, I know a lot of them they've got years left, but eventually they might say 1 minute, we're the best in our position. All 4 of them are best in their positions. 1 minute, we want as much as the Salahs and whatnot. That's what I was getting scared of, but you're right. The more the success club gets, the more money will come in, the higher the wage structure will become. So I don't think it's that much of a problem.
Think about it. Let's say we went and signed. Let me throw a name out there, Vinicius as an example, yeah. Or I don't know, Benzema's not going to come. But I'm trying to think of a player that's up there. That's like a world class. We want. Oh, Gundogan, yeah. Let's say we sign Gundogan, yeah, on a free, whatever. We sign him. He's not going to go and come in on like 150. He's going to be on like 250. Do you get it? But 250, 300, if we're rating him like that in our squad, of course he's going to go and he's within that bracket. So it means that the wages of everyone increases. Do you get it? Whereas if we're getting a Gundogan before, it's difficult to get a Gundogan because we're looking at it and we're like, all right, Salah's on 190, Gundogan was 220. You can't
put him higher. Yeah,
Salah is rated higher than Gundogan, so
Gundogan,
you can get a different player. And I think that's how it works. I think over time we're going to see, like, we're going to start spending more money as we become more successful and our commercial kind of revenues increase and all of that. But that's what I think. John,
it's just how the modern day.
Yeah, and I think Liverpool are doing it the right way. I do think we are. I don't want a massive like the way Spurs are moving. They've got to win something soon.
They need to
be not staying forever.
Listen, let's not even talk too much. They need to be careful. I know they got the world-class manager in that, but we know he doesn't stay long. He doesn't stay long.
Exactly, man. Donny's saying, I've been flicking between you two Dons and Don Hassan talking about Salah, but he's a bit too happy today. Haha, he's more entertaining when he's mad.
Big up, Don.
Yeah, big up.
I'll get a promo quickly, Joey. Yeah, it's mad. I'm happy for Don because when we were on Saints channel, me, Ish, Saint and Don, just what if you can after this go look. Actually, after this and Big Six fans, go watch the Salah situation we did a couple of months ago. Don was upset. He was ranting the whole way through, but now big up Don. I'm happy he's happy and he's making spaces and that.
Yeah, man. But yeah, like, do you know what it is? I'm happy that you're flicking between us two, man. That means we're doing something right.
Exactly. That's the main thing.
So big up to everyone. How many likes are we on, guys? Can someone let us know in the comments? If we could.
Cheetah, I agree with this. This is what I'm saying. That's why I don't think we'll sign a right forward because cool. We all us as fans, because what we need to understand as footballers, if you know you've got competition for places, your game's naturally gonna rise. It's gonna elevate. But when you deep it, which right winger will realistically come for us for a good amount? We did a show on a segment on Dan Juma, but again, he's predominantly on the left, and I do feel if we was to negotiate with him, he might say he wants his position on the left. Yeah. However, he's versatile. But that's the only one off the top of my head that's affordable that I think will actually come. But everyone wants the Nkunkus and the Dembeles and that. I don't think we're then going to give them the massive contract they even want. So I agree with you, Cheetah, 100%.
Yeah, it will be close to impossible. But that's why, I don't know, man. You get someone like an Elise from Crystal Palace. That's the kind of market you got to shop in, innit? I've seen him play on the right. You can do some bits. I don't think, obviously, Elliott's rated out there anyway. So, yeah, man. Let's go and see. Brandon, big up Brandon in the cut as well. Big up Brandon, man. He's always, like he says, he's always coming late. He's catching the streams late. So, but big up. He's always there, man. Listen, and as I said, anyone that wants to become mods, just as I said, hit me up. Even hit up Roms, hit up whoever. Just let us know, and then I'll get that sorted.
That socials the same.
Week in, week out. Like, do you know what I mean? And obviously, there's loads of you I'd go and make mods, but I only want to do that if you guys want to be a mod, innit? So just let me know, and then that will just get sorted straight away. Yeah. So look, Jamrock again saying we won't be signing a right winger, fellas. We can give up on that. We will get a player that can play across the front line and not one for the right wing. If that happens, if Bobby leaves, question mark. I believe so. I think.
You think Bobby leaves this window?
No, not necessarily. But we only get a right winger or a player that can play.
If Bobby,
Bobby leaves because minutes wise, are you going to fit all of them? I don't see it. Like, do you know what I mean? Klopp, he wants a small squad in it. He does. He don't do well with a big squad. The one time he had a big squad, which was last season, all of a sudden, all of our players want to leave. Everyone's being linked. Gomez is being linked with Aston Villa. You got, do you know what I mean? Taki left, Origi left. All these players that we spoke about, and we're like, well, they're great because they're great squad players. They've all decided to leave. But that's because when there's so many games, and there's been games when I could have played and I didn't. Because Klopp's the type of manager to keep playing the same players. So, yeah, man. We're saying here. Yeah, so, yeah, Jamrock again saying we actually need 2 centre mids.
Jamrock's just
this season, but yeah, we do 100%.
Jamrock's just the guy because you're just in my head. But realistically, you're right. We won't get 2, but 2 would be a dream. But yeah.
I don't think our midfielders cost us the league or Champions League. Think back to like the 80th minute. 80-something minute when the ball came out to a one Naby Keita, and that shot epitomizes everything.
Not even just that, Demo against low blocks, we struggle. If we had that silky midfield that can maybe just have a good shot outside the box and just break the deadlock, that you
do something different, you know. Like,
exactly. You saw Arsenal in the Carabao the first leg. They went down to 10 men, couldn't break them down. Chelsea early in the season, all over them, couldn't break them down. I'm not going to say it's not fair to say that's the sole reason it cost us the league
more than anything. But getting a midfielder that can do that
will help.
There's an emphasis on change. It's like bringing in a Nunes. It means that the system changes a bit, which ultimately means that we're going to play a different way, which helps us obviously break down a low block. But you say that, Demo, about our midfielders not costing us the league or Champions League. Listen, Kovacic against Liverpool, I remember we were dominating Chelsea, and then he slapped one top bins.
I was there, bro. I was there.
It changes. If we had Gerrard back in the day, there's loads of times we were getting dominated, and that's the equaliser. Bang. Licking a shot, and now the momentum shifts to the game. And I think that's something that Liverpool need. We saw it even when we had Ox.
Because Demo, there's a lot of times it's gone to the 75th, 80th minute, and we've got a bit desperate. It's kind of like get the ball to Trent, hope that he gets it on the money. And the latter stage of last season, he wasn't. So we need I'd say we need a midfielder, and the key, not even just the midfielder, a goal scoring midfielder. Yeah. That for me, that's the key. He has to score, because we've got a good. I'd say we've got a bar. Thiago and Fabinho. I don't want to be disrespectful and say our midfield's like mid, but for me there is a drop off after them two. So we need we need to turn off that ilk that can score as well, man.
Guys, big up. We've got 150 subscribers in the thing. I've just been notified.
Wicked.
A big up. Like, listen, I know for a lot of people they'll be saying that's meaty, that's nothing. But for me, the amount of people that are tuning in and watching, we've had 20 people consistent through this stream. That's mad. I know people that are not doing that, and they've got way more. Like, listen, big up everyone in the chat. I'm so appreciative. I think I speak for myself, Roms, and G as well, that come on the show as a regular. Like, big up all of them, man. Like, I appreciate it so much. It means that me, Roms, G, and everything, we're doing the right things. We're talking about the right things. It means that you guys, appreciate it. So I appreciate it. Big up. We do need midfielders. Well, Jared saying Bobby leaves next and replace with Nkunku so you can play across the front three and attacking mid. Listen, if you're a football manager in FIFA, I'm doing it. Whether he would come to do that kind of role, I don't see it, because signing a player for 80 mil, do you know what I mean? Like in Nunes, Nunes is going to start. We've signed up Salah now, so Salah's going to be the consistent starter as well. And what, is he going to vying for a place with Diaz on the left when we've got Jota as well? I don't know how that works logistically.
You know what? One thing I will say, whoever is serious about Nkunku kind of needs to get him now, like this window, and put pressure on Leipzig, because I have a feeling, like the Bellingham situation, next summer everyone will be in for him, and he will cost more.
Yeah, man, definitely. Let's go through. Phil saying we got 28 likes, so that is crazy. Can we get to 30? It's
probably more than that now, because that's quite
a while back. Let me see. That might be then a disservice, like that. Now we're on 27. On my thing. So maybe I don't know. Maybe mine's not updating, guys.
Sometimes you have to refresh it, bro.
Yeah. We'll check. But I trust in the chat. I don't even need to go and check like that. So, yeah, let's go and have a look, because the chat is popping. I don't want to be missing any of these chats right now. We need lifetime insurance from our midfield. Man, that Paqueta move is mad. Yeah, let's go and see Demo saying... Yeah, Brandon Brown saying we don't need a midfielder because of the amount we have, but we do because of the amount that can stay fit a whole season regardless. I think that's actually key.
Another great point.
The numbers isn't the problem. It's whether you think the numbers are quality or good enough to go and take that next step to kind of dominate and not challenge. And then obviously, are they available? I think that's the main one. Are they available? Cheeto saying, I'll take one midfielder for Naby and Ox. Not a lot of minutes between them. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. If you're getting a midfielder that's going to give you Wijnaldum-esque numbers in terms of, 38 games a season, 100%.
Because bro, it hurts to say, but Naby, Ox, and Thiago are all three guaranteed not to play. I would even say minimum 32 league games, if I say that. None of them will even play that minimum. And would you? Am I being harsh in chucking for Fabinho there? Because he does get that kind of annual injury as well. Like, it doesn't keep him out for a long time, but he does pick up like that annual injury.
The odd niggle here and there, 100%.
Yeah,
that niggle, and yeah, in terms of squad depth, that is an issue. Guys, keep letting us know though. How do we feel about Salah? Do we think Salah's gonna just turn up trees and be consistent for the remainder of his years here? Is he gonna do? I mean, is he gonna fall off? What happens? You know, what's interesting? What happens after this deal? Because Klopp leaves then.
a year after, innit?
Yeah. What happens then?
I think Klopp he'll give us a good parting gift. I feel you will, man. He's our Kaiser, man. I feel you will.
United said that with Alex Ferguson as well. Right. Left with madness. They were left with Moyes in place. And
the chosen one.
I don't want that. I don't want that to be the case, man. That can't be the case. Guys.
Sam Ish said they would take Hansi Flick once Klopp leaves.
What, the one at Bayern?
And German national, yeah, the
German national team, yeah, it was that German.
I wasn't too keen, but they validated their points for it.
The way is, I'm not gonna go and start lying and saying, "Oh, I know too much about him as a manager," innit? Like, I know what he did at Bayern and stuff, but Bayern's like everyone does well at Bayern. I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Nagelsmann's done all right there. They had.
This is why this show is great as well, because a lot of content creators will act like they. It's fine to say we're not psychic. It's fine to say certain managers you don't know a lot about. I'm exactly like you. Hansi Flick, from what I've seen, is a great manager. That I think he won 6 trophies in a season of Bayern. You don't do that if you're not good. But like you said, you're kind of expected to. That for me, when you go to, I can't even put Juve in this category anymore because Sarah, I was like, it's like a 3-horse race the last couple seasons now, but. When you go to Germany or France, if you're PSG or Bayern manager, you're guaranteed to win. That's why Poch got so much criticism when his first season he didn't win it, because it's like, what are you doing?
Exactly, man. It's the one season that everyone decided to turn up in it, which is mad. Jamrock saying, and this is what I'm trying to say. Look, if Salah keeps his bonus that he had before that, he will push his weekly wages well past 500k.
Flipping now.
You know what? Maybe
you know what though. You know why we were right? No one will care, because for him to get them bonuses, he has to be playing well, which puts a smile on our faces.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is it's mad, because then people talk about the wage structure. Liverpool have they've battered their wage structure. Then that's 500k because Van Dijk's not getting no goal scoring bonus. Like I mean, he's not, unfortunately, because we're not trying to emphasize Van Dijk to start pushing up and just getting goals and ignoring the defensive. I mean, and clean sheet bonuses, they're more of a team effort, whereas goal bonus is very individual. So that's crazy. Past 500k, you know what? I'm actually want to with that. Jamrock, if you can answer, would that make him the highest paid player in the Prem? With obviously including bonuses. I don't know whether City.
I read somewhere there. I think Ronaldo's on 491 base. So
what is it? Is it bonus based as well, though?
No, I think. I don't know if it's bonus based, because I think he gets 491 base. Like, that's what he just gets every week, guaranteed. Yeah. I think Ronaldo may be the only one, possibly KDB as well.
But with the bonuses, 500k, and look, if all things go well, Salah's getting his bonuses. He's slapping them up. You know what I mean?
I honestly believe, Jerry, by November, Salah's already hit double digits in the Prem. He always starts off so quick, bro. He blitzes it.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And maybe it's the season. Maybe he does it again. Maybe
you actually have to deep. This guy he is actually amazing, bro. 3 golden boots in 5 years. And salty rival fans will say, yeah, but they were shared. But cool, no one's still got more than him. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't get that point. Yeah, but he shared it.
Yeah, that's silly, man. Look, Phil, big up for that stat. Big up. When I talk about midfielders and I talk about Thiago and his frailties because of his injury record, this is massive. We lost.
I didn't even know that.
Dropped. 18 of them were in games that Thiago didn't start. we've now become reliant, and I've said it, we've become reliant on a player that doesn't play week in, week out. And going back to Salah, at least Salah gives you consistency. He's going to always be available. You can't deny that in terms of his professionalism, his fitness, his just athleticism, and just the dedication to the sport. Because that is ridiculous.
Demo, my brother, there's your. I didn't even know that. I'm not gonna lie. Demo, my brother, that's your answer.
That is ridiculous. Demo's again saying Hendo, Fab, and Thiago, Naby, Jones, Milner, Ox, Cavalier, Harvey. That will be fine. We don't depend on midfield to win games. Yeah, but I think we should, though. That's what I'm trying to say. We can't keep playing the same way because we're not winning anything. We're winning all these games. We're getting all these points. But on paper, we're not getting anything in return. We're not getting, do you know what I mean, big ears. We're not getting the Champions League and Prems. We're not getting them. We're getting vibes. We're getting vibes. And I don't want that. I want domination, utter domination. Boo Rider saying losing both Mane and Salah would have been disastrous for the club and not just on the field. Repercussions of reaching the youth players and future potential signings. You know what? You're right. Because the Salah signing is a statement of intent, just as when we signed Nunes is a statement of intent. So I do agree. Regardless of whether you think Salah should have signed, whether you're happy with it or not, that does make sense. That does make sense. I think in the same window as well would have been crazy. I think after that, I think if we weren't in the same window, I think it does massive things because essentially what you get is if a Diaz comes and turns up trees and he scores 30 goals next season, you're looking at it and you're like, oh, well, it doesn't matter anymore. Do you get it? So, yeah, man. Donny Pedro saying, I sold Salah on my FIFA career mode out of anger recently. Time to sign him back. You see what Liverpool does to man them? You're taking reality into games. That's crazy. To be fair, man, anytime I played career mode or FM manager, man, as soon as you hit 30, I'm getting someone new. Not gonna lie.
I need to look into FM because apparently I've never played it. It's
if you slap FM, I'm telling you, we wouldn't even be able to get ROMs on the stream. It would literally be like this. It would just be me. It would just be me like this, just chatting. Like no one will be available. Like, that would be it, man.
Apparently, it's a dick. Well, what's better though? PC's obviously better than tablet and phone, isn't it?
Yeah. PC's better. I used to have it on my laptop during uni, and it didn't help, bro. It was crazy. All right, cool. We're gonna run through these comments before we're gonna have to obviously head out. Yeah, because guys, we've been in for an hour. I was only supposed to do a 30-minute stream, so it's been crazy. Let me just run through some of these comments. All that quad talk last season got to me. I want to see it happen before quad leaves. Listen, it might not ever happen, bro. It might not ever happen.
That's going to be hard to replicate. And again, cool. If it is to happen, what I think killed us was the size of our squad. To do a quad, you need to have a squad, and we did last season. And let's be real, it will be our squad's kind of that's another thing. Jerry, as much as we need quality, our squad's actually thin in that it's got slightly smaller. So that quad fit, I pray we do it, but that would be very tight, man.
Yeah, man, 100%. Run through some of the comments. I'm just gonna slap a ticker. Just call out some of them. I'll obviously pick them out in 2 seconds.
Cool.
If you could, appreciate it.
What was the last one you read?
Just run through them, innit? Just run through them. We'll probably hear them. The last one I read was the Boo Rider one, I believe.
Oh, yes. Cool. Ash says, Julian Ward taking us to new financial levels. Let's get that right centre midfielder in Barella, and I would take Martino for one season to be experienced cover for Thiago just for the year. Because he's a free agent now, I believe. Big up, Ash. I do think Martino's a free agent.
Yeah, man. Martino would be actually a very, very, very good buy.
I wouldn't mind that, Yeah, I would not mind that. It's got his compatriot Jota there as well. Bro, big up GG said, bro, the quantity of mids is an issue. We have poor quality of mids though. Bro, I agree. After Fab and Thiago, for me, the drop-off's a bit mad. Big up, we know. All this talk about midfield signings, will midfield signing change midfield tactics? If not, then a signing will change nothing if his instructions are to We know this is what we've alluded to in the past two streams. That's why if we do sign that, I don't know, Silky 10 or that box to box 8 or that goal scoring 8, in our system, Klopp will just turn them into that workhorse, that industrial midfielder like he did to the Genies. And it's crazy because we have seen a 10 prevail in Coutinho with Klopp, even if it was for 5-6 months. And we were putting 7 and 8 past teams. So it can be done, but it's whether Klopp will do it. You're that hard. You know, we have to get that up just so the people can see it.
Which one was it? Let me grab that up. Where is it?
All this talk about midfield fans, because this is what I think our fans don't. This is what our fans don't like to accept. It's under G's comment at around 724.
724, yeah. Where's we now? Right, so many comments, man. You got to big up that chat.
Big up everyone, man.
722.
24.
24. Oh, here we go. Yeah, all this talk about midfield signings. Will a midfield signing change midfield tactics? If not, a signing will change nothing if the instructions are to run around. 100%. We've been screaming it. We've been screaming it for ages. So, big up with that comment. We know, man. Appreciate everyone. Ash saying, I'm going to run through this proper quick because I want you guys to obviously head over to the Big Six Bants. So please
all in for us.
Man. I want Fabinho cover Coutinho for 1 year. Come in, just hold bench, let him play cups, and give Fab the midweek off every midweek break possible. Yeah, Coutinho will be a very good midfielder to have there, especially if he's on low wages. He's got experience in the champs. You've seen what he does in the Wolves team. He's still, quite fit as well for his age. And for a year, couple years, why not?
Yeah.
Klopp Zone saying, back to Phil's point about Thiago, I genuinely believe if he can stay for all season, he's a Ballon d'Or candidate. He's a different beast at Liverpool. True.
You know what? I'll put this question to you, Jerry, and I think you'll agree. Actually, not even a question, it's a statement for me. In my time, and me and Jerry are similar age, he's probably the most technical midfielder I've seen.
He's the best player we've bought, like in terms of like star-made ready quality. There was no doubts about he's the biggest player we've ever signed in my lifetime. And to be fair, in Liverpool's lifetime, he just come off the back of being, arguably the best midfielder in the world. Had just come off the winning the Champions League and winning the league, the Bundesliga, 100%. But I think as I go back to it, he needs to play the games. If you're not playing the games, it doesn't matter. It just really doesn't matter. You're just there. Jamrock saying it's not just goal scoring that the players get bonuses on. They get huge loyalty bonuses for number of games played for LFC. I believe VVD got 5 million for 150 appearances for Liverpool. Okay, fair enough. So obviously So Naby Keita is not getting anything then. Naby Keita is not getting anything. I
shouldn't laugh.
Let me run through some of the new ones as well. Yeah, so obviously G saying, look, bro, Roms, if you grab FM, your life is done. I promise you. Bro, I'm telling you, it's true, it's true. Mohammed saying, great news, so happy. Look, I think there's reason to be happy. I think the way it's happened, I'm happy. I'm not gassed. I'm not excited. I need more. I want more. And I want more. I think it's important to want more because you strive to having better. I think when you become complacent with stuff, that's when things start to tail off. And we've seen it with Arsenal. Arsenal used to tail off all the time. Mark A saying, see, Thiago only played 30 games a season once in his career. Jesus Christ. I guess we know we were getting there. Cheetah saying we have enough midfield players. They're just too injury prone. Facts. John echoing, Thiago's been our long lost replacement for Xabi Alonso. That's true. I think he's a bit more flaring than Xabi Alonso, to be fair.
Yeah.
I think obviously And then here, obviously, Thiago is the fruit of the tree of Xabi and Xavi, 100%. To be fair, I'm going to see if I can put on my Insta, on my Twitter, a clip of Thiago. And I think it was a TikTok, but they're talking about how he used to play on the wing at Barca and how it's actually made him really tricky and been able to like get out of tight situations in the middle of the park and how he's controlled his game. It's actually quite good. So guys, me and Roms now are gonna. Is there anything you want to say before we head out?
Just thank you, man. Everyone that's locked in, he's contributed. I've seen some new subscribers in the chat I hadn't seen before. Let's just continue to grow this channel, man. Great channel.
Yeah, appreciate it so
always
much.
give
I know we touched 30 likes as well, so she's created like that's the target we wanted. We got our 30 likes, so big up everyone. So I'm talking about everyone like Demo, do you know what I mean? Jared, Wino, Marquet, Jamrock, John Paqueta, Cheeto, Brandon, Mohammed, like everyone is in the chat. Thank you so much. Goonali, that was in there before because you've got us obviously to the 150. Crazy numbers for myself personally. The fact that we're getting the likes up and doing the views come up afterwards as well. Like big up everyone, like G-Man as well, big up G as well, Klopp Zone, everyone that's been in the chat, big up. Yeah, we're gonna head out now. Before I head out, I'm gonna drop the Klopp Zone vid as well. Yeah, John Paqueta is sticking, Demo. John Paqueta is sticking, trust me.
Yeah.
But yeah, before we do that, we're gonna drop the Salah signing video made by Klopp Zone. If you can head over to Klopp Zone on the Insta, because the graphics and stuff are crazy. I'm gonna drop it now. So yeah, big up to everyone. We're gonna head down. I'm gonna remove it, drop it, and then drop the intro. So peace, guys. Please move on to the Big Six Bands. Follow, obviously, like, subscribe, share, comment if you haven't. Make sure to check out Saint LFC TV, Big Six Bands, Goonali's channel. Stay blessed. Obviously, it's the Jerry James Show, and we're out, people. Big up.
Yeah.